Hey, it's Christine, owner of PrettySpirits.com, your favorite online metaphysical shop. And on this channel, we talk all things spirituality, manifestation, and entrepreneurship. On today's episode, I want to talk about ways to protect negative energy from infiltrating into your field. This is something I get asked a lot about in session when it comes to people feeling drained or feeling as if someone is throwing them bad vibes, bad energy. What do you do to guard yourself against those who don't have your best interest at heart? The first way that you can protect your energy from people who really don't have that supportive, encouraging energy, maybe they're throwing shade because of jealousy, there's some envy, there's baggage because of past mistrust between the both of you. The first thing I would say that you do is spot it immediately and then remove access. Spot it immediately and then remove access. And what I mean by this is sometimes people can have an inkling that something is off, that someone really isn't who they say they are. Maybe you feel that behind the scenes they're a little bit gossipy, but you don't want to think negative about them, so you stay in denial about that energy. You don't trust your own gut. I'm here to say you need to spot it immediately, and you need to be honest with the circumstance, because if you aren't feeling like someone is really on your team, chances are they are not. So really trust that intuitive voice that's trying to protect you. The next step is to remove access. Remove access. So if this is a friend that you think you have and they're in your circle, they're in your vicinity a lot, maybe you have that friend that you like to go out and party with, or maybe they're that person that you feel you can talk to when you and your partner are going through tough times, but you're noticing something is always off about their responses. Stop spending so much time with that person. The next way to help remove access is to either block, unfollow, unsubscribe, but do things so they can't necessarily see your every move when you are posting about things that are going on in your life, because ultimately that gives them ways to not only see what's happening and throw shade towards it, throw judgments towards it, but it allows them to project energy towards you. We're all made of energy. And when you have someone that's constantly focusing on you, sometimes you'll find that they get into your headspace. They may pop into your mind. They may be the source of conversation more times than not, because they have attached themselves to your energy field. But if you remove the access that they have to your pictures, your images, that helps them not be able to do that as often. Remove access. The next way to guard yourself against people that are negative in nature is to stop talking about your goals, your success, your dreams with people that have not been truly verified. And what I mean by truly verified is, do they have a history of supporting you? Do they have this track record of saying things that move the ball forward for you in your reality? Do they invest in your dreams? Do they help you strategize planning for these goals? Are they constant cheerleaders? Do they have things that are happy in their own life, that are joyful in their own life? Because if they don't have reasons to smile, it makes it very, very challenging to be there for you, to show up for you. And this doesn't make them a bad person, but sometimes people don't even realize when they are not being of a good, energy space towards you, and when they're stepping into more of that envy feeling of hearing your plans and then thinking, why them? They're not even that smart. They're not even that pretty. Why do they have these things happening for them? What about me? Automatically, they're undermining all the things that you're doing behind the scenes to really propel your life forward, to invest in yourself, and automatically they're discounting it. They're saying, why you? Why not them? That type of person is a negative force around you when you're attempting to manifest the things that matter most in your life. So really notice that energy and keep your mouth shut when it comes to those powerful dreams that you hold. Instead, tell someone who you feel they've been verified, they have history, they've been there for you. You love the way that they treat others, the way they speak about others when they're not around, so you can count on them. The next way, this goes into more of the spiritual way that you can protect yourself, guard yourself against negative energy, is to envision. Envision protection. Visualize a white light energy, sort of like a bubble, a sphere that's around you, protecting you, guarding you from people that may want to throw evil eye, from people that may want to plot against you. Really do, in whatever faith you believe, prayer work, and envision those prayers as building this bubble of white light, love energy around you. Because the more that you stand in love energy, the more you don't sink to that level of agitation, of anger, of mistrust. The more you hold your power in love, the less they can affect you with their negative intentions. The next way that you can really ensure that, okay, my body is healed and soothed from negative, people from the day, negative chatter from the day, is doing a shower cleanse, a spiritual shower cleanse. Yes, this can work in the bath, but why I feel it's more powerful in the shower is because you can actually see the drain quickly carry the water out of that tub or out of that shower panel. So if you're standing in your shower and you are envisioning all of the water hitting you as this cleansing energy, as this white force that comes through and carries away all the heavy vibration from the day. It picks it up off of you, it carries it away, and then you give gratitude for the fact that you are being released of such a heavy, dense energy. As it goes out into the drain, you say, and so it is complete. I am lifted, I am released from this energy. I promise you, if you do that at the end of your day as a beautiful ritual, maybe add some eucalyptus or some lavender to your shower to make things, extra soothing, you'll notice the lightness feels different because it's more intentional. When you get out of that shower, you will feel like you have empowered yourself, you have released yourself, distanced yourself from the drama, from the chaos, from the gossip. So I encourage you to do that as well. The next way is to offer no emotional attachment to what is being done, to what negativity is being presented. And I know this one is a true challenge and it may take some work at, but once you have mastered the art of detachment and not allowing people's words or their little jabs to really get under your skin, you do something to separate yourself from them. But the more that you hold that emotional attachment to them, you feel like what they feel, what they do, how they act, it affects you and it throws your whole day off. If that is the story that you're creating, then you manifest that reality. But if you choose to say, I don't care, like, okay, that's your opinion, you're entitled to it, get out of here. Like you really are dismissive of their energy, their time, their space, then eventually they will fade from your reality because they don't have anything to feed on. A lot of times these people who like to get at you and throw that negativity towards you, they get a rise off of you seeing them. You give them life. So stop giving them life through feeding off of your emotional energy. Your emotional energy could be better utilized in all other ways to create your goals, to spend time with loved ones. You don't need to give it to people, to trolls, to those who don't have your best interests, because ultimately, who are they in your reality? If it's a friend, I put that in quotes because if they are a friend, they should not act in this way. They should really be taken into consideration when reevaluating your friend circle. But if it's a family member or something like that, it's a little bit more challenging to get away from. I understand. But again, go back to the previous things that we've learned today about not telling them your business, about really removing as much access, but put the space between it. And I've definitely had some challenging situations in my life where I had to say, this friend has been a friend for so long, but look at what's happening behind the scenes. It's so toxic. It's so unhealthy. Or a family member that every time I'm off of the phone with them, it's just so draining that it isn't serving me to really reach out as often. You can really give these people love from afar. Maybe they're going through something. They're in need of realizing their own power, their own worthiness. But when it comes to their negative energy affecting your path, it should not be something that you're experiencing on a normal basis. Going into the final way that you can really protect yourself from negative energy is to do a cord cutting ceremony. So this is really powerful when you are completely removing, or at least strongly temporarily removing, someone from your reality. Someone that may live a different place. Maybe you haven't seen them for a while, but for some reason you keep dreaming about them. Their negative words keep, radiating in your energy, and you cannot keep that energy away. You can't shake it. Why do they keep popping into mind? Why are they projecting these thoughts towards you? Not wanting you to move on, not wanting you to let go, not wanting you to win in some way, and you're picking up on it. That is from, experiences that we have either from the past that we haven't forgiven and released, which is another way to protect yourself from negative energy. It goes back to that emotional detachment. So releasing in that way. So it's from past baggage, but it can also be from someone in present day constantly thinking of you because they haven't let go. So this is really common within, romance, when there's a breakup or there's a friend that you no longer are friends with and they want to project their thoughts towards you intentionally, or they don't even realize that they're doing it, but they're in your mind. I want you to find a quiet space and have a moment to envision a white light cord between the both of you. And take a moment to really breathe into this experience, seeing this person for the fullness that they are, what they once were to you. You can feel all of the emotions, but then take time to take your spiritual scissors and sever the cord, cut the cord as many times as you need to in that visualization, as many times as you need to in that session and beyond. But come to that connection with an intention that you're cutting them, you're removing them from your reality so they no longer have that tie to you. A lot of times what we see in our mind, our subconscious mind really adopts that story. And the more that we stay emotionally aligned with that story, it'll manifest in our reality. So I encourage you to do that as well. In the Pretty Spirit shop, we have an oracle deck that is catered to cord cutting. It's called the Cord Cutting Oracle Edition. So I encourage you to check it out if you are working on really releasing the thoughts of people that should no longer be in your reality, but for some reason it's still there. Or if it's a negative habit that you keep repeating and you've been trying to cut it and you need to understand the core of why it keeps popping up, that's definitely an amazing oracle deck for you too. You don't have to be a psychic reader to use oracle or tarot. They can just be an excellent tool for seeing the concerns right in front of you and getting answers that are clear in card form. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode. I really hope you put into practice some of the things that we've talked about, because it's so important to guard yourself and to have such an intention around protecting your special energy. You have to use it to manifest and to love on the things and the people that matter in your world. So don't spend so much time wasting your energy being defensive towards those who should not matter. If it's negative, you don't need to carry it. Thank you so much. I hope you find me on Instagram if you want to continue the conversation. It's Pretty Spirits Co. Remember to share this with someone who would benefit from it, and subscribe to the channel for more spiritual uplifting content. And until next time, thanks guys.